Hi guys, good morning. I am Monty V from Healthy TV with Monty V. And if this is your first time watching my videos, if you don't know me by now, just please watch, like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you can see more of my upcoming videos or my videos from the past. But if you hit the notification bell, that's how you will know what is up and coming. So again, good morning guys from the car for Car Chronicles. I'm talking to you from my usual location where I bring to you videos mostly every day, depending on what I'm doing and what we are going to discuss. So if you've watched my previous videos, you know that over the weekend I went and got myself colonhydrotherapy. I decided to do this because if you don't know and haven't been following me, what I've been doing and what I've been finding out, something that is very interesting and you should check it out. I've been going on Groupon to just kind of look around and search around and see what kind of new experiences I could get involved in surrounding my health, my wellness, and my fitness journey. So just so happens, as I was looking through, I think I was actually looking for something like a massage of some sort or a spa experience, reflexology, all of those things that I like to do, and I probably will. So stay tuned for that. But I'm saying all of that to say is I ran across colonhydrotherapy as I was looking for a massage. So I started searching and searching to see what I could find. Maybe I could get a deal in my area just to see what was out there that I could bring to you guys on YouTube, and also that will also enhance my health and wellness journey. So I ended up Googling around. I found a spot, and they were offering, I don't know if it's a deal because I never had it done, but whatever the case may be, it was close to my house and I decided to check it out. Now, I did make a previous video to show you exactly what happened during the experience. So if you haven't seen that video, please check it out. But I come to you to talk to you from the car because I always like to give a recap of exactly what the experience was like, just because I might have left out some details. There might be some more questions you have in your mind. And this way I can go step by step to kind of inform you of exactly what my experience was during the colonhydrotherapy. So basically, I had to call and leave a voice message because obviously I just wanted to call an answer machine and find out exactly if what they had on Google matched exactly what the services were that they were offering. So I realized that they wouldn't be open until 9. I think I called like on a Friday night. I wanted to go on Saturday or Sunday morning. So when I Googled, I looked for what would be open on the weekend. I found something that would be open on Saturday, but I wasn't sure if they would have any appointments, so I called. When I called, I left a voicemail. They called me back. They told me that they didn't have any appointments and I would have to schedule a little further out. Well, lo and behold, whoever was supposed to come for the 9 a.m. didn't come. So they called me back. They asked me how far I lived away from the place. I told them maybe about 1 to 2 miles. So they said, if you could get here right now, we could take you now. So I hurry up, I washed up, I got there. When you pull up to the place, it's in a very odd location in my opinion, but it's nice because it's secluded. And if you have any feelings about not wanting to be seen or whatever, or if you have any, just second thoughts or whatever, it was a nice place. They had a nice parking lot. It was kind of like a medical spa. All of the pictures looked exactly like what it looked like on Yelp and Google. So I went in. You go in, it's kind of like a medical office. They have a waiting area. You go up to the desk. They want you to get there a few minutes early because you have paperwork to fill out. They have you to sign a waiver. They tell you the prices. They ask about your health information, your age, have you to sign some documentation. The receptionist takes that information into the back. You have a seat, and eventually they call you in the back area. When they take you in the back area, the first thing they do is they greet you. They give you like a little basket. You remember that little nursery rhyme, a tisket, a tasket? So it was like a little wicker basket. And inside that wicker basket, they have like those hospital gowns or those sheets that you would typically have if you went for any kind of medical exam. And guys, I'm not a doctor, so I'm just giving you my experience. Check with your doctor if that's what you need to do, or if you're skeptical, or if you question anything that I'm saying, please do your own research. This is just my personal experience. So the receptionist or the therapist, she says, you know, the restroom is over there. Please go over there and in the restroom and undress from the waist down. I said, do I need to take off everything? She said, no, just from the waist down, and go to the bathroom before you start, and then come to the exam room. So you go to the exam room. Remember, I was the first client there, so there wasn't anybody else there. And I went into, it was just a little small room, a little exam table. They have it covered with a sheet, and then they have a pad, and then they have the machine. They have a TV set up for you, and they also have music if you desire to have it. But I, you know, wasn't going to watch TV. I wasn't sure if they were going to leave me by myself or what the circumstances were going to be. So you undress from the waist down. She talks to you a little bit. She asks you, when was the last time you had a bowel movement? Because they have some choices on there to ask what your medical condition is and if you've been constipated and things like that. And so she asked me, and I told her that, you know, I went to the bathroom yesterday. She was like, yesterday? You had checked on their constipation, but I just put that because nothing else fit. You know, and I don't eat that much, so I was figuring maybe I should be going to the bathroom more, because I always hear people say you should go to the bathroom 2 or 3 times a day. Well, I don't do that because I only eat like once a day. So anyway, I said that. She looked kind of shocked at me. She was like, oh, you went yesterday? I was like, yeah, sure. So anyway, so after we had that conversation, I mean, she had on gloves, she had on masks, she had on white, she was very professional, she was neat, she was clean, she was, you know, generous. So she said, just get up on the table. You get up on the table, you have to lay on one side. She shows you what the machine looks like. She shows you what the tubing looks like. She goes over kind of the procedure quickly of about what's about to happen to you. At that point, she just tells you that there's a tube that's going to be lubricated. You have to lay on one side, and they're going to insert it in your, you know, your rectum. So that happens, and then she kind of, you know, tells you to lie on your back, and there's a pillow. But when I was lying on the pillow, I didn't feel elevated. I don't like my body to just be flat. So she fixed the pillow for me, so I was slightly elevated, and then the procedure started. When the procedure started, after she inserted, she told me to lie on my back and to elevate my knees. So when you watch the video, you'll kind of just hear my voice. You won't see my face, but you'll see something white, and you'll also see a picture of like your colon and your digestive system on the wall, because basically I was lying on my back and there was no other place for me to put it. But I wanted to film so you guys could kind of get, you know, a inside scoop or kind of eavesdrop on what was happening. So I lied on my back. She had the machine. I kind of filmed it a little bit, and she said, you could video if you want to. Well, that was music to my ears. I said, yes, God, because that's what I wanted to do. So I turned my video on, but we had already been maybe about 2 or 3 minutes into it, so you didn't even get to see really what initially came out. But she told me that what we were seeing on the video was lots of mucus, lots of impacted fecal matter, lots of old stuff that was coming out. They give you one service for a fee of about like $95, I want to say. But then she says if you get a package of 3, it reduces the price, because when you get 3, it goes down to $225. So that makes them $75 each. And so as I was lying there, she was explaining to me that this creates longevity. It adds 10 to 20 years to your life, that it's up to me, but they suggest that you get at least a series of 3 based on the results that I was having. But she did say that my results look pretty good, because most people are constipated, they aren't hydrated, they are dehydrated, they don't exercise, and they're not as mobile, and they might be, overweight or obese or whatever the case may be with their health conditions and health problems and their lifestyle, it takes a little while for it to get moving. Well, 5 to 10 minutes in, I was moving along, and you'll see that on the video. You'll be able to actually see what was coming out. And I wasn't able to get all of the footage because initially the door was slightly open and you need it kind of dark in there so you'll be able to see everything. But there was no smells, there was no pain. She massaged my stomach. She told me that people who do enemas and not colonics can only clean the small intestine, but this goes a little bit deeper and it gets to the large intestine. And so she rubs my stomach and massages my stomach to be able to push out any backed up old crud that was inside of my large intestine. So she did that. The service was about 45 minutes. They fill the water up in your stomach. You let them know, when you feel like you gotta go, and then they release it and out it comes. I had some bubbles. She said that the bubbles that was showing through my tube was gas, and that was probably from old stuff that was backed up. I mean, she's not lying. I haven't always been plant-based. I haven't always been fasting. I haven't always been eating fruit and eating grapes. It's just over the last 5 or 6 years that I went plant-based and that I've started to clean up my diet and drink more water. And I've been exercising all my life, but I really have been going hard with this since 2008 and made it like a part of my daily lifestyle. I mean, I've run marathons, 5Ks, 10Ks, half marathon, full marathon, played sports all my life, was a cheerleader, dance. I did all of that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I've been an active child, and I've never been overweight or anything like that. But here lately, as I've gotten older and more mature, I've been really going hard with it, just trying to, make it a lifestyle. And that's why I come and talk to you every day, because I want to show you exactly what can happen and how your life can change for the better if you just get moving, if you just drink water, if you just eat properly, if you get sunshine, if you keep your mood right, if you get out in the fresh air, if you rest, and if you trust the process and trust in God. I tell you that every single time I get on here, every time I think about it. And so back to the story. So she pretty much was just explaining that if you do this, you could enhance and increase the longevity of your life. She massaged my stomach. She was very calm. Her voice was very calm. She did everything. She talked me through the procedure. And I just explained to her what I've been doing. And as a result of that, she said that my results look very good. I'm trying not to leave everything out, so I'm going over it in my mind. But based on the research that I've done and the things that I've read before going there, you can get this done because it'll cleanse you, it'll heal you, it'll detoxify you from the inside out. But she had to kind of slow down and stop, like maybe after about 30 minutes, maybe about 30, 35, 40 minutes in, she stopped because she said nothing else was coming out and she didn't want to affect my good gut flora. She didn't want to mess up my good gut bacteria. So I'm saying all that to say is I think she was very thorough. She told me everything I needed to know. And I'm here just trying to recap and go over this with you so that you understand what the process looks like should you decide to follow in my footsteps and do this for your own health, your own cleansing, your own healing. So basically, you need an appointment. There's a waiver that needs to be signed. There's a fee that needs to be charged. They could ask you to sign up for a series. It's built like a medical professional office. Everybody wears gloves. Everybody wears masks. They do have you to fill out paperwork. They have you to change your clothes from the waist down. You go to the bathroom and relieve yourself before you go in. They do have it set up like a medical exam room, and it's covered with a sheet and a pillow and a pad so that in case you leak, is what she was saying. There is a long tube attached to a machine, and it's lubricated and it's inserted. You lie on the bed, you have the exam. It takes about 45 to 60 minutes. The person stays in there with you. They do offer you music and TV. They don't leave you alone. Maybe they will if it's an option, but I did not request that or require it. She stayed with me. The procedure takes 45 to 60 minutes. They will talk to you and tell you exactly what you see. They'll allow you to videotape it if you want to. And they'll just explain to you what's coming out of your bowels. Old bacteria, old mucus, old plaque, whatever the stuff that is, based on what you've been eating and drinking and your lifestyle habits, if you're dehydrated and if you haven't had any water in your system. And then you just go through the experience. After that, once it's done, they allow you to get up. You keep the sheet around you. You go back to the bathroom and you go sit down. And she said you might evacuate yourself at that point. For people that can't go right away, you might evacuate when you get back to the bathroom. Stuff could start to come out if it didn't happen on the table. So apparently she was saying some people, everything doesn't come out at the time that you're on the table. But she said my results look pretty good. So maybe I wasn't as bad as I thought I was. And then after that, you just wash your hands. They have a waste basket and a kind of I don't know, somewhere where you put the gowns where they can, wash them and everything. And you wash your hands and you come out and you pay. At that point, they give you a little bit, an overview of your results. And then at that point, you can decide if you only wanted this to be a one-time deal, if you want to get a package of 3. Like I said, you'll get a discount. They'll lower your rate. And then they also have 5. And then she said a package of 5. And then she said that after that happens, you could also, if you want to get on a regular regimen, you could get a package of 3. You could see how you feel. And then she said you could go up to 5. And then after that, maintenance would be about once a month. My diet, my lifestyle was pretty healthy and happy. So I will probably just get this package of 3 and then maybe go twice a year. I don't see myself doing that, once a month, only because I feel like I don't want to overdo it. And I like my good gut bacteria and my flora in my body. And I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. I'm going to maintain a plant-based diet. I'm going to continue to exercise. I'm going to drink ample water. You guys know I try to drink at least 2 liters or 64 ounces to a gallon a day. I'm going to continue to get sunshine and free vitamin D. I'm going to keep my mood good. I'm not going to let people get on my nerves. I'll walk away from a situation. I'm not going to increase my stress level in any way. I'm going to keep fresh air around me and keep my circle clean and my mood good. I'm going to get plenty of proper rest, get to bed by 10 o'clock so that I'm asleep by 10, have my last meal between 6, 7, or 8, and give my body 2 hours to digest the food, go to sleep by 10. And then I'm just going to, pray, do my devotions, trust the process, and trust in God. So that's pretty much my regimen. And if you would like to follow that, that's totally up to you. As I spoke to you and said earlier, I'm not a doctor. Please follow what's best for you. Listen to your body, speak to your doctor. Or if you're in the holistic and you believe in alternative methods, you do what's best for you. But that's how I'm going to do it. So I just wanted to kind of give you guys a recap. You know where I am and you know what I'm getting ready to do. I'm on my way into CrossFit, but I just wanted to stop and chime in and let you guys know what was going on. So I didn't talk about CrossFit much today, but I'm on my way in here. If they let me film, I definitely will. You guys have a wonderful, healthy, prosperous, beautiful, abundant day, and I will see you on the next video. Make sure to watch, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, and hit that notification bell. I am Monty V from Healthy TV with Monty V. Have a fabulous day, guys. I love you, and I thank you for watching.